Martio here. Welcome to another retro ranking, and we have got one of our little specials. And today we're talking about one of my favourite bands. We're talking about Marillion, and today we're going to look at those Marillion songs that didn't make it onto albums. I have not included one of the tracks on Clutching at Straws because although it wasn't on the original album, I put it on the CD. So everything else today is mostly B-sides and the odd single that they didn't put out on an album as such. I'm not including compilations because, you know, compilation albums are compilations. So there's stuff that's on a compilation album but not on a proper album. So don't put in your comments, well, it's on this album. Yeah, but that was a compilation album. Doesn't count. So in all, I don't think I've missed any. We have got 18 songs. 18. So here we go. Coming in at number 18 then is a single that they released in 2013, and it got to the mighty chart position of 146, and it's called The Carol Bells, The Carol of the Bells. Yes, a nice little Christmas song. It's got some nice guitar work from Mr. Rothery, of course. Mark Kelly's keyboards are cool as well. But what really makes this track is the little snippets of the James Bond theme that keep coming through. I don't know what that was all about, but it's a bit quirky and nothing wrong with that. Okay then, coming in at number 17. We have a B-side from the single Garden Party. Well, obviously there's two versions. This is the short version on the 7-inch version, but the 12-inch you get it in all its glory, and yes, it's on B-sides themselves. But doesn't count because technically this is not on an album, and we're talking about Margaret, or Sweet Margaret. It's not too bad. It's a bit of a take on the Loch Lomond song. It's got a good guitar solo on here, and I like how Fish introduces the band. But my favourite bit is the beginning at the beginning when he does the high-pitched voice and the Bonnie Bots, and he goes, "Myra Anderson, eat your heart out." It's nothing special. It just goes on a bit, but yeah, just put it. Just that's why it's at the bottom. Don't dislike it, but it does go on a bit. Okay then, coming in at number 16. This is the B-side of No One Can from 1991. I forgot to mention that Garden Party was 1983. Let's better clear that up. So we go back to the number 16. This is the B-side of No One Can from 1991, and it's a collection. Nice tune. Very weird song, bit creepy. I mean, I've seen them do this live. It was just a weird track. Nice singing from Steve Hogarth, but it's just a very weird track. Okay then, coming in at number 15. Go to 1995 now, and the B-side of the song Beautiful, and it's called Icon. The best thing about this is Peter's bass line, but the rest of it is pretty dull. Nothing special about that. Okay then, coming in at number 14, we have a B-side of the single Sympathy from 1992. Yes, it's on 6 a Dozen and Half a Dozen One or the Other as well. and this is I Will Walk on Water. I do like the start of it. That keyboard from Mark Kelly's great, but the rest of the song is just a little bit ordinary. It doesn't stand out as an outstanding Marillion track in my books. Okay then, coming in at number 13, go to 1991 now, and the B-side of Cover My Eyes, How Can It Hurt. Love the guitar work from Steve Rothery on this. Great drumming from Mr. Mosley, and a really strong vocal from H. Pretty cool. Okay, and coming in at number 12, we go to 1994 now. Now, this is the B-side of The Great Escape from Brave, and it is called the Morata Jam. I love this. It's so psychedelic, and it just shows what great musicians these are. It's just brilliant. Chill out. Very hippie. I think this is bits that they didn't use on the Brave album in Mad and all that sort of thing, but it's really good. I do like that actually. Okay then, coming in at number 11, we go way back to 1985 now, and the B-side of Lavender. All the best freaks are here. Well, freaks. Love this typical Marillion B-side, very catchy tune, and yes, they did this at Milton Keynes Bowl, so I've seen it live, and that's one thing about Marillion. All through their career, they have always played a B-side here and there, and this is a lot better live, I must admit. Very catchy tune, some nice guitar work from Steve Rothery. Okay, we've got to the top 10 now, so coming in at number 10, we go to the B-side of Easter from 1990, The Release. This reminds me of Cover My Eyes, actually. So I don't know if they've been mucking about with some of the start of this and sort of rehashed it for Cover My Eyes, but it's a good track. Very good tracks. Again, great vocal from Steve Hogarth and some brilliant guitar work from Mr. Rothery as ever. Okay, coming in at number 9, go to 1989 now, and the B-side of The Uninvited Guest. The track is called The Bell in the Sea. This is, I think this was featured on one of them live albums from, I think, the Racket Club, when they did all them obscure stuff. This is such a great opening to this song. One of the best Marillion openings to a song. It's got nice guitar touches. The keyboards are great on this. The drumming from Iain Mosley is great. Then it's one of these tracks that fades in and out. Really, really good. Okay, then coming in at number 8, this is a single from 1992, got to number 17 in the charts, and it's Sympathy, a great version of the Rare Burst song. Great vocal from Mr. Hogarth, and Mr. Rothery's guitar solo is brilliant. Again, this did also appear on the 6 1/2 dozen on One Another, whatever it's called, compilation album. Okay then, coming in at number 7, we go way back now to that very first single from 1982. This is the B-side of Market Square Heroes, 3 Boats Down from the Candy. I love this. Love that. Great version. And then they re-recorded this. That was on the B-side of Punch and Judy, and it was re-recorded with drummer John Marta. This is the only one of 2 songs that's only credited with John Marta on the drums. I don't like the re-recorded version. it's a little bit more clean, and I like the original in all its glory. Not a bad track. Okay then, coming in at number 6, we're going to 1985 now, on the B-side of Kaylee, Lady Nina. This was actually released in America as a single, but it's a brilliant track. It's a little bit different, and I love the guitar work and keyboards from Mark Kelly and Steve Rothery in this. It's just a great song. Fantastic stuff. Okay then, coming in at number 5, B-side of Sugar Mice from 1987, also on the B-sides themselves album, Tucson. Sort of reminds me of Superstar from Bad Company. This is their version. I love this. It's just a great lyric from Fish. Is it about his own life? I don't know. Some of it is. I mean, it's all about when he wins the pool, you know, gets his guitar winning the pools, and then dies off drugs. Very poignant song, but it's a shame these things happen in music. But I do like this. Really good. And I've heard Fish do this live as well, which was pretty cool. Okay, then coming in at number 4. Single from 1983, the B-side of He Knows You Know, the drug song, and it's charting the single. And of course, the live version, this is me going, you can say to your grandchildren, this is me going, It's charting the single. Is a great track, very spacey, sort of freaky. But what adds to this is that keyboard bit from Mark Kelly, the church organ sound, brilliant. And also there is another version of this I've got floating around on an album I picked up. It's not an official album. I may one day do a little special on it, because it's, if you're a Marillion fan, you may have got it. But it's a little bit different to this version, but I love this. Love this song. Brilliant stuff. Okay then, coming at number 3. You go to 1984 now, on the B-side of Assassin. This is my favourite B-side ever, and it's Cinderella Search. This is a brilliant song. Now, this song should never have been left off Fugazi. I always think that either Emerald Lies or She Chameleon should have been dropped from Fugazi, and this should have been put in its place. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant song. Some great guitar work from Steve Rothery on this. It's a terrific song. I love it to bits. Okay then, coming in at number 2. The very first single from 1982 got to number 53. First time I heard this was on the Friday Rock Show, and it is Market Square Heroes. Absolutely belter. Love the guitar work and the keyboards. And then of course we had that version that the BBC wanted them to play on the thing. Originally it's I Am Your Antichrist, but they had to turn it to I Am Your Battle Priest. Great song. And of course again, they re-recorded it. I think it was more for the American market when they tried to hit America. It was re-recorded again with John Marta, and they added an extra chorus in, which we all knew because they used to do it live. I don't mind the re-recorded version. They cleaned it up a bit. I mean, John Marta was a pretty good drummer. But when it comes down to it, you can't beat the original with Michael Pointer on it. Great song. Okay, my number one, I think it's pretty obvious. If you're a Marillion fan and you've been following this, the one and only number one from 1982, the B-side on the 12-inch version of Market Square Heroes, first track on B-sides themselves. It's their brilliant Grendel. What can you say about this? Brilliant. I mean, this is the way this track started. There was a thing called The Tower that Steve Rothery wrote before Fish joined. I have got a version of it, and yes, I definitely am going to do this thing on this little album that I've got, because there's lots of songs that we know love that started on this. So obviously this is about the monster from Beowulf. Highlights, of course, of this is Mark Kelly's keyboards halfway through. The guitar work from Steve Rothery on this is just brilliant all through. And then you got Fish's little bit at the end when he puts the mask on, picks out in the crowd in the live version. It's just a brilliant song. This is Marillion's Supper's Ready, which happens to be one of my favourite Genesis songs, and this is an epic. I love playing it even to this day, and that is why it is my number one song. I never got to see Marillion play this live. All Fish. It's such a shame. I haven't seen a tribute band of Marillion do it yet, but if I get just to see a tribute band doing Grendel live, I'll be happy, because it's just a brilliant track. Okay, that's all for this little special on Marillion. All the songs are in the playlist. Long playlist, but hey, it's Marillion. Okay, that's all for today, folks. Just to let you know, we're now up to 499 subscribers. One more for the big 500. And don't forget, Thursday, we're back. The live stream. Myself, Mastermind Dave, and the most popular dash sound on YouTube, Rocky. He's fast asleep at the moment. As I said, he's not a morning dog, but I'm sure he'll be barking and carrying on Thursday night. So, looking forward to that. I'll be back tomorrow, of course. It's Marathon Wednesday, and tomorrow another viewer's request, which I don't mind doing because it's the mighty Bruce Springsteen. Going to look at his studio albums tomorrow. So have a great day, everyone, and I will catch you up tomorrow. Bye for now.